are too big. Can I get some comfort, please? I guess I should have been honest. It breaks in my heart. It's weighing me down, baby. I'm like a river that's overflowed. The sooner you know it, the less do we hurt. Let me speak the truth. I know you don't want to face it. You think it's too late, but I can see past the rain. Won't you lay it on me?
Hello my friends, welcome to this week's wee adventure. After the last couple of weeks where we were camping in the snow, freezing cold, and top of a mountain, freezing cold, I decided to go for a bit of luxury camping. And what we've done is we've came away on a road trip, and the weather's quite decent over on the east coast of Scotland, so we've undertaken a 2-3 hour trip up to the east coast, and the first stop off is we're going to visit Dunnottar Castle. It's a real castle right in the cliff tops, so we'll get some footage for that. And the plan after that is to head further north of the city of Aberdeen, and we're going to camp up for the night in the van. But we're going to stay in the van overnight at a place called Cruden Bay, just by a beach at a harbour. So we've been there before, it's pretty cool, so looking forward to a nice bit of luxury compared to the last couple of weeks. Dunnottar Castle is situated in one of the most stunning locations you'll ever find. Perched high in a rocky outcrop, rising majestically 160 feet above the sea, it is the very definition of a picture postcard castle, and looks like it should feature in an episode of Game of Thrones. Although a castle has been on the headland since the early medieval times, the current structure dates back to the 15th and 16th century. It's most famous for the Jacobite Scottish soldiers hiding the crown jewels from the clutches of that rabble-rouser Oliver Cromwell back in 1650. In 1297, William Wallace, he of Braveheart fame, stormed the castle's defences. Rumour has it he was in a rather grumpy mood that day, and when the English soldiers took refuge in the chapel, he ordered it burnt down, with all the garrison being burnt alive. They clearly didn't mess around back in the day. Luckily enough, it's rare to find a 6'7" outlaw with a giant broadsword rampaging through the castle nowadays. So it's well worth a visit, but maybe don't bother, heights aren't your thing. How you doing, folks? That's us arrived at Cruden Bay. Lovely beach. Long drive, 3 hours, but we stopped off at the Dunnottar Castle just for a wee break and let the wee bar out for a walk. But we're down here and we're parked up at the harbour. You can keep your camper there for the night for free. And you've got a couple of miles of beach, as you can see. Absolutely stunning. So we're just going to take a wee walk along it. Let Barra have a wee run, then we'll head along to the van and get ourselves some dinner and settle in for a nice chill. As well as a stunning beach and amazing views, Cruden Bay, although small by size, has quite an important part to play in the history of Scotland. The village was in fact the site of the last Viking battle on mainland Scotland. It happened in the year 1012 between the forces of the Scottish King Malcolm II and the great Viking King Canute, he of holding back the tide fable. The battle itself took place just above the beach I'm now on. Nowadays the site of the battle is actually a golf course. King Malcolm, fearful of the cost of a full-out battle with the Danes, preferred to employ hit-and-run tactics. However, his soldiers took this as an act of cowardice, and after threatening mutiny, the decision was taken that next day battle would be joined. Both sides drew up and a great slaughter took place that day. Next morning, when both kings saw the carnage and the great loss of life on both sides, a hastily arranged truce was made, with the now Christian Danes agreeing to leave Scotland and never return as long as the Scots agreed to bury the Danish dead and build a church at the site in memory of the dead of both sides. The dead were duly buried and the church was built. That church no longer remains, but the original stone font dating back to 1012 is still on display at the modern version of the church, and there ended the last Viking invasion of mainland Scotland. Although those pesky Vikings did try again in 1263, but were defeated at the Battle of Largs in the Firth of Clyde. Well, found a lovely spot to park up for the night at Cruden Bay. Quite a cool wee spot. There's 3 or 4 other vans and a wee bit of work going on, but you're looking right across to the beach and the sand there and the water and the sun just going down, so it's pretty cool. Exactly what I needed for a wee chill out. Last couple of weeks I've been away hiking, camping in wild places, so it's pretty nice just to come here and have a walk along the beach and chill out for a wee bit and watch the sun go down, then have a relaxing night in the van. It's what it's about, even though I sometimes think we're all mad that you'll drive 3-4 hours and hundreds of miles just to park up beside the beach and then go to sleep and then drive all the way back the next day. But that's what it's about sometimes. Very cool place. Well, that's it. Got dark now, so we're settled in for the night. And this will be interesting because normally when we're away, me and Kirsty, we've got our own routines, and one of them is cooking dinner is Kirsty's while I walk the dog. So tonight I'm just going for a simple one. So we've got tortellini, spicy sausage one. We've got chipolata cheese, and we have a chili and mozzarella spicy pasta sauce. So it should be quite simple. It's literally boil it up and add it in, and then that'll be nice and enjoyable. We can get the door shut, get a TV on, have a wee Jack Daniels, eat my dinner and watch a bit of Netflix. So I'm looking forward to that. And hopefully not burn the van down, because that's always a plus. One spicy sausage tortellini, chili and parmesan sauce, and some spicy chipolata chili cheese. Not bad for a guy, eh? I'm going to enjoy this and have my wee Jack Daniels and Coke. Cheers, everyone. Morning, folks. Well, it's next morning here in the van, and my super duper plan of getting away for a nice chilled relaxing weekend after roughing it in the wilds has went awry. The wee man, young Barra, the Westie, a year-old sort of dog, he's got an upset tummy, so he's had the runs, and he's woke me up 5-6 times during the night whining to get out, and there's like nothing coming out at all, but he obviously feels like there will be. Bless him, feel for him, but it's meaning I'm getting woke up, and then what's happening is he's jumping straight back in, and being a dog, he goes back to sleep 2 seconds later, and I'm awake for about another hour, and then I just drift off to sleep, and I just hear this cry of and you're like, oh, your heart sinks, but you've got to let them out. It's like having a kid again sometimes. So I'm a bit tired. So the plan now is I'm just going to get a brew. I've got the kettle on. We'll get a brew on the go. And I don't even feel like breakfast anymore. And we're going to go along, and we're going to take the wee man a final walk. It's a long 3-hour drive down the road, which I'll probably have to stop a few times, let him out, and because Kirsty's coming back from a skiing trip, so I want to be back for her coming back. So I'll get myself a brew, and I'll maybe get something to eat on the way down, stuff like that, and let him out, see if he's doing it. So for now, I'm a very tired Cruden Bay. I'll speak to you again in a little while, and if not, give the old video a like and subscribe, and hope you've enjoyed what you've had. I'm not sure I'm going to film anything further because I'm so tired, as you can tell. So I'll bid you farewell, my friends, if I don't speak to you again. Bye.